Let's see if this all still works. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Hey, cameras work. Here's Jack, the cameras work. How's it going, everyone? Welcome back in to another Wednesday night cooking school with me, Widget33, Widget, Andy B, whatever it is you like to call me. Welcome on in. It is a warm Wednesday for sure. It is 81 degrees out still at 5 o'clock this evening, so it's a little warm in the house. We don't have AC here. We got some fans going and stuff, but I'm also trying to minimize the noise for the mic. So levels are looking good. Doors, yep, indeed. Okay, so we're looking good. Appreciates it. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope you're doing okay. We're gonna get into our cooking one here just shortly because we will need to get rolling on it. No pun intended. What we are going to be making some sausage rolls tonight, like the hand pastry, very UK, Scots, Irish, that style. I was talking to a couple guys that I work with. I work with a Scot, an Irishman, and a Brit, so I was getting some feedback on certain things, a couple different recipes and stuff, and learned some things along the way. I think I've got a recipe that's going to make everybody happy, and if I got a leftover or two, I'm going to take them into work, and we'll see if I can get the taste test of approval. So, we'll see. Lunelda, how you doing tonight? The camera is very, yes. I think I've got my lighting finally right today. We've got it in a good spot. So, welcome in. Hope your Wednesday's doing okay. Yeah, Doors. See, Doors is going to be the benefactor here tonight because I think these are going to be some good ones. I've attempted this before with phyllo dough. I didn't realize that I had grabbed the wrong one. And even those ones came out really, really good. So I'm looking forward to actually using the correct puff pastry this time around for these guys. Right, Doors? I know. But as usual, we put everything in the exclamation point menu. The recipes are inside there, making sure I'm giving proper credit to where it's due. I also came up with the new command, exclamation point recipes, or it's actually down below in the About Me, somewhere in there. If you're on desktop, it's over here somewhere. But that has all the recipes that we've used, so that I make sure that I credit them for all of their work. These are not original recipes. I did not come up with them. I am simply trying them while I'm on the learning process. There it is. Doors got it. Thank you, guys. Sarah. It's such a good one of Nico Robin. It's one of my favorites. I'm working on a couple of point redeems that'll have Nico Robin in it. It's some of her funnier moments when she has some... She's got a crazy imagination, and that's what I love. There's a couple of good ones in there. Yes. Adding it in. So yeah, I had to cheat a little bit. I did not make this puff pastry. I bought it, alright? It's... Do you remember making your own puff pastry? Pepperidge Farms remembers. So that's what we're using tonight. I am not making it from scratch. I probably could, and maybe at a later date I will. Not one. And see, this is where I come down to is, yes, I could make it. It doesn't seem like a hard process. It just takes time, and you really want to work with it cold-ish. But is the lemon, or is the juice worth the squeeze, essentially, is what it comes down to. Ain't nobody got time for that. Agreed. But at some point, I'm going to faffle around and find out just if I can make it. I just want to know that I can, you know what I mean? No, it's not easy. No, it's not worth the squeeze. So it sounds like we are talking from experience here. But I pulled it out about 10 minutes before stream started, so we've been out for about 20 minutes or so defrosting. So it's just sitting on its wax paper for right now until we're ready to use it. They say it takes about 40 minutes out of the box and everything to get fully defrosted. And it's 78-ish in the house, so it should go pretty quickly. Faf don't fo. It'd be Faf no fo. I think Faf no fo is the way to go. Yes, it is currently 78 degrees in the house. It is a warm one. It's currently 81 degrees still outside. It got up to 90 degrees on my drive home today. The Santa Anas are pushing in from the desert and warming everything up here in San Diego. So, there you go. SoCal, what are you going to do? Beginning of spring and we're looking at 90 degrees. It is. At Luna, it is very hot, but it's usually a very dry heat. It's not humid. Like, I know you know Louisiana and, like, the Panhandle. It's not that wet heat where, like, you go run AC to AC and you still feel like you took a shower. It's not that kind. It's a very, like, if you're in the sun, yes, it's super hot. But if you're in the shade, usually there's enough breeze that you can kind of stay. Like, 78 in here is comfortable right now. Like, I'm not uncomfortable. I'm not sweating, and I'm a sweater. So, it's 70 there? Dang. See, but then now y'all are just, yeah, it's a little different. Once you add humidity, humidity is a whole different ballgame. The pit check, right? See, look at that. That's how dry it is right now. Alright, let's get switched over here. Let's go to Bliggity Blow. Oh, let's make it a little bigger. We've got our cutting board and everything going on. Let's take a look at our recipe. I do print them out because it makes my life easier. I actually keep a binder of them now too. So what are we looking at in this guy? This is the best British sausage roll done on, what was this one? It's not Serious Eats. It was, hold on, I just looked at it. The Spruce Eats, that's what it was. I knew it was an Eats. The Spruce Eats. Sometimes these recipes work out, sometimes they don't. This one seemed to be okay, so that's why we're kind of going with it. MapQuest. Get out of here. I know I'm old, but come on. Get out of here. So this is theirs, though. So that's what we're going to go with. We're looking at 1 medium onion, finely chopped. We'll get that guy going here shortly. We got 2 pounds of sausage meat. We went with the Jimmy Dean Sage. Can confirm with the local Brits that is okay to use. That's what they use in their homemaking now because it's the best one available to them. So we should be in the clear using that. 3 medium eggs divided because we are going to need to do some of the egg wash on this. Some go into the meat as well. I might make a executive decision and put in some breadcrumbs because a lot of other recipes I saw, a couple of videos I watched, they used 1 egg and some breadcrumbs to kind of help keep it together and kind of keep the fat in. Essentially, the breadcrumbs give the fat somewhere to go, and the egg gives it just a little bit more consistency and taste. So, possibly executive decision there. Salt to taste, and pepper, obviously the puff pastry, and a little bit of flour to roll this piece out. Roll out. Roll out. So we're going to do that roll out once it's thawed a little bit. Probably about 20 minutes or so. That'll be 40-ish minutes out of the box and everything else thawing out. Should be long enough for it. It's going to be hard for me, and I might put gloves on because I have very warm hands, which is mostly the opposite of everybody, and you want cold hands when messing with this to kind of help it stay consistent. And I think that might be my butter biscuit problem is I have warm hands. I'm melting the dang butter. I'm not giving the butter a chance because we want the butter to have a moment to steam on the inside and help rise and create those layers. So we're going to start though by getting our onion done. Let's get our onion finely chopped. Yep. Why don't you come off there? There you go. Let's take our sticker off so we don't cut through it, as my dumb butt would. And let's go 1 more quarter before we try that. So we're going to do a fine chop. We're going to work on my knife skills here. Hopefully we can do it. Freeze it next time. Ooh. What am I freezing? Oh, the butter. Oh. Good idea. But I've got to incorporate it too, though, into the flour dough mixture. It's a matter of practice. I'll get it down. It's not like I'm gonna give up on doing them. You know what I mean? Exactly. I'm gonna FIFO and find out. Like tonight, once these goes in, I might these go in. Not these go in. Ugh. Sounds so weird, right? It sounds very weird. Once these go in, I think I'm going to try and do another round of the strawberry preserves. Because I've got like 2 pounds of strawberries in there I got to use. So, and they don't really take that long. I just got to put a little lemon juice and cut them up. I do, it makes it easier. See? You can actually get a grip on it. Psycho. Probably. This is not the culinary school method, that's for sure. Alright. Let's see how we can do the fine. So what we want to do is... straight down verticals. And then if I can rotate it one more time, then rotate it over. Straight down verticals. Oh, stay there. I'm not trying to rush you. So if we can hold it together, get a nice that's not bad. I think that's a fine chop. Yes, this is the cutting board that my father-in-law made me. It's beautiful, right? I've been trying to maintain it. I've been oiling it down. I scraped it down the last time I used the knife on it because it had a couple little things on it. So I used my scraper to kind of even it out and rub it down with a good oil. He did an amazing job on this. I absolutely love it. If I played my cards right, maybe I'll get another one. Wink. There we go. That's pretty good for a fine chop, I think. So let's try it again. Alright. We do our verticals. We do our other verticals. Nope. That's probably about as good as it's going to get on those. Tuck it in. Trying to tuck that thumb behind. Trying to cut that thumb off. Yeah, not bad. Not bad. Up the onion chopping. Hey, you know what? I try it out just to do little things because it does make a difference. Like if I'm putting it in a stew or something like that, then I want them a little bit bigger so that I can get a chunk of it. But something like this, I kind of wanted to mix it in, so like the smaller bits, so you get a nice little onion taste and not overpowered by like a big chunk of it. So I'm trying to get better with my consistency. It's not easy, and like everything else, it just takes practice. So, can you put a headset on there if you're gonna walk around with your phone on Blair, please? Thank you. I appreciate that. Again, live studio audience, household of 5. I'm gonna get a hat because now my hair is bugging me. We're using the Tom Mike tat tonight. Let's get a bowl for these. trying to use my bench scraper more, make sure that I'm consistent with it. So this should be a nice little Wednesday treat, you know? It's not an all the time kind of food. But I figure this is going to give me a good handle on understanding what the puff pastry is going to do. Because I don't know if y'all heard, but Sunday I decided to take on the challenge of a beef Wellington. I've only attempted it once before. It looked like a murder scene. So we're really gonna have to step up the game, if you will, for this to work out. What kind of sausage? We are using just the old Jimmy Dean sage sausage. I'll dig that out of the fridge in just a moment. It was the go-to. Most of the, like I said, I had worked with an Irish, a Brit, a Scot, another Irishman, another Brit. There's quite a few UKers there, and they were all okay with the sage sausage. Ooh, okay, okay. Why you gotta do something like that, Sarah? Why you gotta do something like that? That sounds fucking amazing. That sounds truly amazing. Yeah. We'll give that a whirl. We got extra puff pastry, because like I said, I had to do it for the beef Wellington anyway. So I got like 3 boxes of it. So tonight we're going to use probably just the one. And Sunday will probably be another. So I got an additional one that I can fool around with. So we'll wrap some brie with our fresh strawberry preserves. See how it goes. Maybe that'll be tomorrow's treat. Write it on the board. I will write it on the board. Give me just a moment. The board makes it easy. And I have not had a chance to look up that pepper that you sent me. I appreciate it. I have it marked and ready to go. I just have not had a moment to look at it. The boards. Alright. There we go. It's on the board. On the board. Alright, our onions are good. We're going to basically get these in our non-stick with some oil. Get them translucent, I think is what they say. Cook the onion. Yeah, about 7 minutes until it's lightly browned. So just light. So let's swap on over. Oh, we're looking good. There we go. Cool. This is our wonderful $30 non-stick from Costco's. Basically, it was a $10 pan. It's worked out pretty well so far. It's been pretty non-stick. And for $30, I get a set of 3. So we'll bang them out at that point. Get this onion board weight down so that I can have strawberries on my later. While we're waiting on that. Has anybody in the chat actually made sausage rolls before? Or have you had sausage rolls anywhere? I know like the famous like UK one is Greggs. Greggs is the place to get the sausage roll, I guess.
I'm sad I cannot eat it.
Yep. Sorry. Unfortunately, I can't do non-pork all the time. It happens. We try to accommodate, but we's only so good. You've had some, yes. Sarah, have not? Okay. I've had them. I was lucky enough that Like I said, I've made friends at work with those. So the old guys have brought me in a couple here and then. They use the HP sauce as their dipping sauce. I did not find any of that at Ralph's this time. I might need to go to like Shakespeare's. We have a British import store basically, so they can get all their goods. So it's like a Brits import store. I don't know what you would call it. Do I not have vegetable oil inside? I get the vegetable oil. Give it a teaspoon or so. Yeah, we'll get our good spatchy spatch. Sausage nosh count? It's probably pretty close, Luna. It's probably very close. You've probably had like a boudin version, I'm sure. Something that'd be very, very similar. British Kmart's. Listen, Zion is in an old Kmart. It's just funny that it's the Korean Mart. The Kmart is inside of an old Kmart. That's the way it is in San Diego. Spread that oil out a little bit. It is, Doris, is it not? You've been there. You've been to that Kmart. You've been to Zion. Alright, we're going in. So open it back up when you're done, please. Help me bring that cold air in. Go with that medium heat. We reuse our bowl. It is, exactly. Absolutely, Luna. Some of the best stuff is there. It's okay, I can't spell any day. And I know Doris can't spell, so it's fine. A delayed reaction in the house. Woo. Okay, we're good. And we're waiting on these onions. It's 79 in the house. Still 81 outside. Let's see. Let's get these onions going.
No. I'm sorry, you can't go
Like I said, I've had them the few times, and I've only made them the once, and I messed up because I got the phyllo dough instead of the puff pastry. They were right next to each other. I tried it out anyway. It was still really good. It made me want to make baklava, which may be happening sometime on the stream. Would you? I ain't gonna do the sir dirty like that. He's not even here to defend himself. Exactly, baklava. I think it would be easy enough to do, and I think it would be a good Wednesday one, because then we could mess around with some phyllo dough at that point. We're really trying to get really good with all these dougs, these international dougs, these multi-wheat and grain dougs, all the good dougs. Ooh, you've never had it. Okay, it's they take the phyllo dough, like the really like flaky dough that you can get, and it's a mixture of it's like nuts and honey basically, and that's the honey is what gets its sweetness in there, but it kind of like soaks into the layers, so they kind of come like honeycomb like. It's got like pistachios, and they can put a couple different things in it. So good though, just really really good. Usually they're is it rosewater? Okay. Yeah, I just knew it was the honey. The honey is really what sticks out for me. So you just have these sticky fine layers. It's like crunching apart as you eat it. You got all the good like pistachio taste. I do. Hopefully soon. We're getting close to our first payout in here on the Twitches, and I think that'll unlock some new emotes for us, or some new slots. We're working on it. We're almost there. I got a couple ideas for some different for emotes. So. There we go. Pretty happy with the music too. I switched up the music for stream today. We went with the lo-fi jazz. I was listening to it at work to make sure there's no like weird words in it or anything, because there was a couple in there that seemed to be decent. Keeps the vibe very chill. I'm not trying to be crazy in here. Freaking cheese and rice nuts. I appreciate that, Sarah. Just your attempts is what I appreciate. That's what I appreciate about you. Alright. Couple more minutes on that, and then we'll let them cool a little bit. Some homemade pho. Yeah. It is a process. I've watched my wife do it. I have not made it, she has, and it came out phenomenal. But it was a like 3-day process basically. It took 3 days from start of like getting everything roasted and doing all the things to like having the broth ready, and yeah, it's definitely a labor of love, but it's so worth it. I may add that to my fall lineup. I'm trying to save my soups and stews for when it gets a little bit colder here, because we're going to get into the warm weather. But that is definitely, I think, on the list once I'm a little more prepared and ready to take on something like that. At least on stream, anyway. I'll try it at home for myself, obviously, but 3 days. That's what we did. It was a full, like, you had to roast the veggies separate, and then you roasted all of the oxtail, and then you let it steep for like a whole entire day on like super low, and really just let it break down and do all the things, and at a really low and slow pace to keep it that nice clear broth. It's different in second spicy, right? Yeah, there's a couple different versions. It's just like ramen, there's different variations. Squeak, sorry about that. Getting soft in there, that's good. Soft and a little bit brown. I'd like to try that though, because I definitely want something spicy. I was watching something, and they were talking about pho, and then they were talking about, what was the name of it? It was basically the spicy version. They called it the spicy version of pho, like the next step up. It would probably be the next thing that like blows up. It was like a spicy Vietnamese, so it might be the Lao version. I don't know. I can't remember. I'll have to get back to you on that. Let me look ahead here and make sure that we're on task. We can go ahead and get our sausage out and our eggs. And like I said, I'm calling executive decision, replacing 1 egg with 1/2 a cup of breadcrumbs. Crazy man, exactly. Oh, and fair warning, breadcrumbs were made by me. I used this tin over, but these were the bread that we made about, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 weeks ago now at this point. Once it was done up, we put it in the oven in nice little pieces. We then put it in the food processor and have now preserved it in our Ziploc bag, so we actually made our own breadcrumbs. Thank you. Thank you for the hydrate, Luna. I appreciate it. It is definitely warm, and I'll definitely be hydrating today. But yeah, so I made my own breadcrumbs. How cool is that? So we were able to eat all of that bread that I was making. Rumor has it, there might be a bread pan coming my way. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah. Nice little double baguette guy. And there we are, a Jimmy Dean Sage. This is what we're using tonight. Definitely gonna need the big bowl for this mixture. Without showing the edges, snippers. Yeah, I've thought about that. I've got a couple of those ideas in the background. I don't want to put anything out just yet, just because we're still working, we're learning, and we're growing right now. I wouldn't feel comfortable putting it out there, I guess, personally. Like, the subs are hard enough, and the bits and taking those things are like, it's still kind of new to me. So I'm not ready to do something like that just yet. Same with like merch. I've had a couple ideas for merch. I've got some stuff sitting in the Stream Elements store that I haven't really pulled the trigger on just yet. I'm just kind of playing around with it and like, okay, let me get established and do my thing first before I start opening all the doors and pulling all the levers and seeing what happens. If that makes sense. Okay, we're just on that edge of brown. Pretty close. Oh, I forgot I got Doors here. Hey Doors, can you do me a favor actually, while we're all here? Can you give me a shout out for Lunelta? I would appreciate that. This bowl feels dirty. It feels like somebody put a dirty bowl into my cabinet. Do you know how to do it, Doris? Do you got it? Oh, no space between the... There you go. You got it. Thank you, sir. So if you haven't already, definitely go check out Lunella. She is a VTuber streaming a variety of games. Mostly Zelda related, but from time to time doing other stuff. Like last night I was playing Kitsune. What were you guys playing last night? I can never remember the name of it. I know it's a team and you guys are mining and going down. Because I've watched you guys play it a couple of times, but I can never remember the name. That's not Chance of Rain, is it? Deep Rock Galactic, that's what it is. It's a very cool game. I definitely enjoy it. I enjoy watching it. I don't have time to play all the games anymore. I know, because I don't have time to learn them all either, but I enjoy watching them. That's why I've really enjoyed our great buddy and friend that needs some support right now, That Dirty Tooth. Unfortunately, got hate rated last night, and just got to be safe out there. And well, while our community member is down, let's try and lift him back up and get him in the saddle. And yeah, it was hard. It sucks. There's not a like I felt it like happened to like the worst person it could have happened to. Like such a positive person getting hit with just such a negative aspect of it. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. I'm sorry to hear that. Again, if you got time, throw some social medias. Go shout some love to that dirty tooth. And if you see him on here, he'll hopefully be back on. I know he canceled streams for the week, but I know he'll be back. I know he's strong enough. He'll be back. And when he's back, we gotta get him going. We gotta pick him up where he left off. All right, let me switch back over here so you're not looking at my dirty stove. All right, let's get our bowl. So in our bowl, let's get the ring off so we don't get that everywhere. We're gonna get our 2 pounds of sausage mixed in. Let's save my knife since it's clean. That there. Use a little paring knife guy to get into here. Not an easy way to get into any sausage container. And since we're cutting it up anyway, it doesn't really matter. There we go. Got that nice sage smell. Am I weird? No, absolutely not. Everybody has different tastes. If we all like the same stuff, it would be boring all the time. So this one is just with the style that they go for in these ones. Again, you could substitute this out with anything. Hell, half the recipes I looked at were trying to use ground beef and not even sausage in them. So there's that. Before I get something on me, I'm gonna put my apron on. It's my dirty apron, don't judge me. I didn't wash it last time, I completely forgot about it and hung it up on the door, and now it was sitting there, so it's probably still got some flour hands on it. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the old trick. I'm gonna put it inside out, and that way you don't even know. Shh, don't tell anybody. You didn't hear this. It's not on inside out. I promise you. Alright, so I said about a half a cup of breadcrumbs for that 1 egg that we're gonna sub. Hell, maybe even a quarter of a cup. That's about the size of an egg. Yeah, we're going quarter cup. So quarter cup and 1 egg is what we're going with on this guy. Now again, you can put any additional seasonings that you want. The sage is already mixed into the sausage for me. That's why I got it. It's done. You could put. I've seen people put thyme in. They put coriander, mace, nutmeg, a million other things. The only comment that I got from my work folks was the Scottish guy was not happy that they kept putting, as he said it, fucking coriander and everything because we don't have that shit on the aisle. I was like, okay, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. He's a funny dude. He's a good dude, but he's an old dude. And he's just in his ways. As I find most of them are now. I'm at an office where the average age of the person working for us is much older, like 20 years older than I am. So I just get them to tell stories now, because old dudes love to tell stories, and it's an easy out. You just listen to somebody else tell a story. And I really don't mind it. Alright, so our 1 egg. A little bit of salt and pepper. Salt and pepper. Oh, no, we'll use our regular salt for that, and then we're going to put a little bit of coarse salt on the top with our egg wash. It's your favorite thing, Sarah. It's your favorite thing. Manual pepper grinders. only say that because I was only last night introduced to the world of electronic pepper grinders. I didn't know it was a thing. Kind of jealous now, and for under $20, I kind of want to fuck around and find out. For your salt. It is a thing, Doors. It is a thing. Alright, let's get this mixed up. Until the battery died. Yeah, is it a rechargeable guy? Is that possible? Can you make them rechargeable? Or you gotta pay extra for that, I would imagine. In the mid cooking. I imagine it would still have a manual mode. Alright, I got some of that mixed up. Let's not forget. Our goodness gracious. Get them onions in there. Always got the backup. Right. Yeah, I think we have the rechargeable ones around here. We just found the base while we were doing spring cleaning. This is not working. Okay, I'm getting hands in. My hands are clean. We're going hands in. It is a sloppy mess. Oh yeah. Wash my hands, I'll put that in the fridge and we'll get our puff pastry rolled out. Getting the hands dirty, yeah. Yeah, you gotta get hands dirty every once in a while. Alright, let's get this in the fridge. Let's move our boards, because now we're going to do the fun stuff. First we're going to get it clean, is what we're going to do. Make sure we have a nice clean surface. Dry it off, definitely don't want it to stick. So, I place the cold pastry. We gotta roll it out first. Where's the rolling out part? Where's the Luda part? Roll out. Roll out. Do 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 do. Sipping on 20, you can't stop that. Two in the center of each pastry. See, it doesn't say anything about rolling the pastry out, though. Oh, on a lightly floured surface, roll out the dough into 2 8x10 rectangles. So, at least we've got our bench scraper, so that's 6 inches. 6 inches. Here's our puff pastry. Oh yeah, so it's still really cold, which is good. So hold on. I'm gonna try and get my hands cold. Let's get our... Was that somebody knocking? on 1 second. BRB. Nope, just
Oh, okay.
children that can't handle losing at video games. Stuff happens. So let's get our nice lightly floured area. Woo-wee. Let's get our roller out. I don't know how much I'm actually gonna have to roll this out. Listen, it's the Girl Scouts and it's fine. Listen, I got a Girl Scout hookup at work. I know when they're coming. I know when they're going. We're good, okay? That's how we roll. Okay. Back alley deals, bruh. Oh, okay, so these are 2. So, where's the fold? There we go. Hey! We didn't totally F it up when we brought it out of there. See, now the question is... It says 2 8x10, so this is... It's about 6. So that's 9. 9 by 9 right now. So what are we going to do? I think we're going to cut in half. I think that's the call. And then we can fold over, fold over. Yo, sausage rolls, chef. Yes, I'm trying today. We're trying. We'll see how it goes. How you doing today? If you're at work, hope you're doing all right. Hope your work day's going okay. Well, we're giving it a shot today. We're trying to decide how we're going to cut up this puff pastry. I think we're going to go straight down. Let's go with it. So... Nope, nope. There we go. Yep. Nice, nice. Nice, nice. Nice. Perfect. Love to hear that the work week is done. Doing well, doing well. We're just, like I said, trying out some of these. We're trying puff pastry. We've never messed around with it before, really. Trying to get a handle on it. Figured sausage rolls was the way to go with these. So we're giving them a shot right now. We've got our mixture coming in. We're getting ready to roll them up, if you will. We need to get our oven started, actually. What are we looking at for a temperature? It's calling us at 400 degrees. Left our cast iron in there. Alright, so this is what we're going to bake them on. Alright, so we're close. We're getting close to wrapping these up. So let's put them onto the sheet then, is what it says. Go. Probably be better that way, right? Yeah, probably better that way. So then we're going to fill them up. We're going to fold it over. Do we hit it with the egg wash on that one? get a small ball and brush the edges of it. Yes, we're gonna brush the edges of it. No, please, please, please judge. I know they're different all over the world. I have a few in our office for what I do. I am in SoCal, but we have quite a few Brits, Scots, and Irishmen. So I was consorting with them, so I'm getting kind of that UK feel to it. I know you are I believe in Australia, so it's going to be slightly different. And it's interesting to see. But yeah, absolutely. We're going for some authenticity here. Alright, so if I'm doing 4 of these, that means each of these should take about 1/4 of the filling. Because I can do math. Math, bro. Magnets. How do they work?
I don't know, but they work.
But they do work.
What they do?
They do. Spinning pole to pole. Who knew? Alright. So here is about 1/4 of our mixture. Let's roll a little bit here. I'm gonna go log form. Yeah, it should fold over nicely. Hopefully this is gonna work. I said we'll cut them up after. We'll probably cut them in half, even after this. There we go. All right. Remind myself to get my towels out, so I stop using the paper towels so much. Let's get our egg beaten up. Oh, changing stuff without even realizing it. I guess I didn't really need my rolling pin on that one. Where did our onion bowl go? Onion bowl. Alright. Egg. Lightly beaten. Sausage rolls. Hopefully. Where did our little brush go? Little brush, where did you go? Alright, so we're gonna roll Alright, here it comes. Here comes it down to all the skills and all the marbles. Can we roll right? Doesn't seem like we can roll right.
Do you know how to roll, bro?
You would think so. Not bad, not bad. I can live with that. Meat might be a little much for this, but
Buns, ketchup, pickle, cheese, put that patty in between his burger. What? It's burger. What? Buns, ketchup, pickle, cheese, put that patty in between his burger. What? It's burger.
Tiki Gun Wild, what's going on, good sir? Thank you for joining us. Getting them sausage rolls going, my man. Our oven is preheating. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good. Jam, how you doing, man? Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm trying to do the office proud, if you will, Jam.
Alright, taking the boys. Do you need to pick up anything?
I am good.
Alright.
Thank you. I appreciate it. How we all doing tonight? Thank you everybody for joining in. And I'm also hungry. Well, if there's enough left over, then maybe I will bring a couple leftovers to the office tomorrow. So you may be a benefactor. We may see. All right, so let's get a little separation on these guys now that we got them rolled. There we go. Get a little egg wash on them. Oh yeah, there we go. Gonna freak off for the evening? Alright, kiddo. Latest. It was great to see your face yesterday. Whew. Alright, let's get a couple of quick lines. Just kind of help some of the steam escape. There we go. Ooh. Looking good, looking good. Let me get the let's get the other one done up here real quick. See if our puff pastry should still be good. Roll. Easy. And again, we cheated it. We did buy the pre-rolled puff pastry, but the juice is not worth the squeeze, is what we've agreed upon for making it from scratch. We'll make it from scratch at some point, but today is not that day. Let's say I can roll these outside of it, and I'll just put them onto there. I think 2 pounds is a bit much. I go a little less on these. But again, we're taking our filling, we're just making a log shape. Nothing crazy. Our puff pastry has been nice. We let it thaw out for about 40 minutes just to get it right. Our oven is preheated to about 400 degrees, which is making it nice and toasty in here. How are you beautiful people doing tonight? What's everybody else got on their menu for tonight? I know I'm eating sausage rolls for dinner. What are y'all eating for tonight for dinner?
Is it still hot out there?
Oh. Chef. Stepping up the heat and the toasty. Thank you. So... Alright, so if you don't know the deal on Step Up the Heat brings the heat just a little bit. Let's switch over here real quick for a moment. Step Up the Heat brings in these guys. These are our Carolina Reaper covered almonds. They're mighty toasty. They're mighty hot. They're not going into the food, but I will get to eat a couple of them. We choose a random number between 1 and 10. We let Google do the choice. And that's what I go with. Are you ready? Hey Google, choose a number between 1 and 10. Three. Oh, almond down. I'll take that guy. 3. We're going easy today. So not as bad. There's our 3. It's so hot. So hot from the get-go. Oh man. Thank you for that step up. That step up the heat. I appreciate it. Oh man. It's not bad. I say that. It's bad. Okay, it's bad, but it's tolerable because I do enjoy hot stuff. But it is definitely warm. It's just one of the few point redeems we have here on the channel. We're in creative mode right now, so we're testing the limits and seeing what we can do. We're trying not to curse the food itself. I don't want to add like ghost peppers to my sausage rolls, just because I stream for a live studio audience, a household of 5, and my food that I make is for them as well. So I don't want to ruin it for them because of my shenanigans. Oh, and I said shenanigans. So, but I will embrace the heat and take it upon myself. There we go. Nice little log. Oh, crap, I'm not even showing anything again. I'm an idiot. Oh, there's the cameras. Rolled the first one. Roll on our second guy. Just trying to tuck that meat in. Tucking in the meat, wrapping it up. Always make sure you wrap your meat. Let's get them cut in half. Oh yeah. So as you can see, we got about a good 8 rolls out of that. And I got a little bit of the pork left over. I didn't use the full 2 pounds because these guys are jam-packed. Tuck the meat in the dug. Exactly. How you doing tonight, Lemon? You had a quick moment. Congratulations on front page. That was awesome. You had a smooth front page experience, and it was great. Sleepy but okay, I can imagine. Well, welcome in, welcome in. We're just getting ready to throw these guys into the oven. Get a couple of slits on them. There we go. 3 little slits each. A smooth front page experience. They do look yum. Hopefully, we used the spruce seeds tonight. Is what we're using. It's their best British sausage roll. We made an executive decision that we swapped out an egg for some breadcrumbs. It was something that had been in most other recipes and quite a few videos that I had seen, just to kind of help the sausage retain some of the fat and oil and stuff, so it all just doesn't explode. And now we're getting ready to get them into the oven. What are we looking at? We need 20 minutes. 20 minutes or until golden brown. Alright, well, we'll start with 20 minutes and we'll see where it goes. Let's switch over here real quick while we do it. In she goes. Lay it on. Hey Google, set a timer for 20 minutes.
Alright, 20 minutes. And that's starting now.
So again, I had a little bit left over. I'll probably just fry this up for like breakfast or something like that. And a little bit of egg wash. Not too worried about it. So I'll just have breadcrumbs in it. There you go. Yep. That's again at the office I work at. I have there's a couple Irish, some Brits, some Scots. So I tried to take a consensus among a couple of them just to get the idea of what's going on. The only feedback that I really got from somebody that didn't like anything was a Scot that said, "Don't put fucking coriander seeds in it, because that's not here on the aisle." I was like, okay, I'm not putting coriander seeds in it. Noted on that one. Clean up my area here real quick because I'm going to get some. So while we're waiting on this, I'm actually going to make some more strawberry preserves because I've got about 2 pounds of my strawberries in my fridge that I need to use up. So I'm going to be doing that while we wait on this puff pastry to do its thing. And thanks to Sarah, who stopped in earlier, we are now going to use puff pastry at some point in the near future to wrap some brie and use our fresh strawberry preserves on it. So smart. course, is I wouldn't. It's not a stereotype, and it's literally the words that came out of his mouth. And that's why I was like, okay. And that's why I give you a true and accurate retelling of what he told me. But he also said that you can get crazy with it. Some people put fennel in it to kind of give it that licorice, or even sprinkle some on the top with some sea salt. Just a million different versions you can do now at this point. A lot of the recipes that I looked up even use ground beef instead of ground pork. I don't know why. I guess maybe that's more of a hand pie thing. I guess. No say? I also have a giant thing of basil in there that I need to make pesto out of. So let's swap back here. Swappity back. So we got our Driscoll guys. We're just gonna cut our tops out and get them chopped up. Gonna use our Dutch oven again and some lemon juice and really get these guys kind of squeezed out. Let's use a nice little plastic cutting board. What are we looking at? Alright, a little after 6. So that's good. We should be 6:40-ish, 6:30-ish. That's when these guys should come out. I got my timings getting a little better. And again, the Wednesday nights are, we moved to 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock is our good time now. It gives me enough time to get home and get set up. Make sure I get any ingredients that I need for the day. Still pushing it as many days as possible to try and learn something new. This week we are I can't talk today. We are messing with the puff pastry. Just trying to get a hold of the International Dougs and get used to it. And with that, we're going to be turning our puff pastry skills into beef Wellington on Sunday. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed on that one. Zoom it in. There we go. These guys, they look good. Glad I switched the cameras to actually show you. These strawberries are looking delicious right now. I guess it's SoCal and I guess it's harvest season at this point because we grow everything right outside LA all year round. The strawberries have been a little bit nicer. The last strawberry preserves that we made on, was that last Wednesday? About a week ago? Those did not last very long. They went pretty quick in the household. Also extremely easy to do. Who knew? Who knew? Let's see. See, now I can see it. I actually kind of cleaned my oven for my spring cleaning, so I can actually see into my door a little bit. I feel bad that it was that dirty. I'm kind of ashamed, but I'm glad that it's clean now. You guys are freaking look at this dude. This is our fruit now. This is gigantic. That's the size of my palm. Definitely warm with that oven running. We're still in the 80s outside. We're literally out of hands. Thank you. That's perfect. You have some great. You know, can we call them mom jokes now too? Can dad jokes and mom jokes be the same jokes? Do we have to have an equality there? I think that is a good parental joke. We'll go with that. Exactly. We're going parental joke. So no longer dad jokes or mom jokes. We're going parental joke. so it's different because it's who's telling the joke. Understood. I know I've heard a couple that you've retold of your dad ones. I do not have any. I didn't have that experience, unfortunately, but I try and share that experience with my kids, whether they like it or not. Hopefully it has a good impact later on down the road. Alright, let's get these guys cut up. Is that style? Okay, I gotcha. I gotcha. This door does not want to stay open. Stay open, you got the fan going. There we go. Losing all my fan coverage. We're just chopping them up like we did last time. We didn't get them up too small. They seem to work out pretty well. Because they just kind of ooze down once it's all said and done. So I just quarter them up. I think that's, well, that guy's a little honking. The bigger ones, maybe a little more. I'm not trying to eat half the strawberry on my jelly sometimes. Alright. What do we got on there? Got about 10 minutes left on that guy. Out. Then we'll get to see what these guys look like. Yeah. We're gonna do it again one more time since we got the strawberries left over. They seem to go over well. Quarter them up just a little bit more. Oh, yeah, agreed. You gotta have a good chunk in it, chef. I agree on that one. I just don't need the whole strawberry, you know? Like, it's different between, like, those are both strawberries. I'm not trying to have that guy on my toast. Maybe that guy. Yeah, he's all nice and done down. This is weird sausage? That's what they said, Wicked. How you doing? How you doing tonight? You came at a precarious time. Our sausage rolls are in the oven. They're baking right in there. Right in there. And they got about 10 minutes left on them and we're going to pull them out. But in the meantime, I was prepping the second round of strawberries to do some strawberry preserves again. Hope you're doing all right tonight. Hope the BGs are going good if you're playing some BGs. Did want to tell you I enjoyed this week's gore episode. The friggin' leprechaun. I remember that being one of those ones in the 90s that was a it was the right call. Yeah, letting Warwick Davis do the funny bits and stuff really was the right call on that one. And for those that don't know, if you're into horror stuff, movies and stuff, our very own Wicked Kitten does a podcast called the Gore Podcast, where they cover horror movies and they give their takes. There's some pretty fantastic people on that show. Wrangling the cats, though, is Wicked Kitten, and she does a great job. I wasn't trying to be nice. I was just trying to be honest. No, I enjoy it. I'm not a big fan of horror movies. So I enjoy this side of it. I was terrorized as a young child by my aunt and uncle, who were younger teenagers at that point, with horror movie stuff like Freddy Krueger things and other things, and it just kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. I don't mind them though, every once in a while. So I went and saw the Foo Fighters gore movie, Studio 666. That was interesting. It was a lot more bloody than anything I had watched and a little crazy. But once you watch anime, I mean, just about anything's possible. Racing against the clock here. I'm trying to have all these done and on the stove before those strawberry rolls come out. Because I might not finish jam on stream, but we will get our sausage rolls faux show. Now, I've never been abroad, if you will. I've never been to UK. It is on the list now that we're in post-COVID. So it is on the list to go check it out, and these are one of the things that are on there, I guess, is to go get that typical Greg's introduction to a sausage roll. See some of the London sights. The travel in general is on the agenda.
With us tonight are two gentlemen who collect.
I was trying to think.
May we have your first
Trying to figure out how I can do maybe a couple of IRL streams here, maybe to go to some of the restaurants or places to go check some stuff out, or some of the food events that we have here in San Diego. And as always, we are doing the San Diego Comic-Con, or not Comic-Con, but TwitchCon is coming back this year. It's in San Diego as well. So it'll be interesting to see who comes this year. I know it's kind of... We're still in this weird period for... it's a weird period for kind of COVID stuff, so I understand. Tell me about the Foo Fighters movie. It was funny, and I think that's what they were going for. I think it was supposed to be campy, from all the stuff that I've read of them, because they were just like, screw it, what else can we do at this point? They were making their 10th album at this point. They've been together for 26 years. And I think at some point every band that's been together for that long kind of makes a movie. Going back, just about every musician I can think of has had one. Starting, like, you've got the Beatles had, A Hard Day's Nights. You've got, like, the Who with Tommy. You've got Purple Rain with Prince. You've got, I mean, there's just a endless list of them. Hey, you would know better than I. What other bands have done movies? I've got, like, the Who, the Beatles. You got Prince.
Foo Fighters?
Well, we were talking about the Foo Fighters,
Oh,
Mom.
okay.
That's what started the conversation. Sorry, I didn't lead with that. It was my bad.
Let's see. The Pink Floyd, they did the wall.
Yeah, Pink Floyd did The Wall, true. Tenacious D, yes, The Pick of Destiny.
There you go.
Yeah. Pick of Destiny was a good one. It was a funny one. And think of that's what honestly the Foo Fighters movie reminded me of. Think of like the Pick of Destiny, but make it like give it that slash gore with the funny blood. It's just the obtuse, the campy, like Kill Bill style kind of like blood to it, but like the humor of Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny, and that's what I thought Studio 666 was. What are we looking at? Oh, we're close. Okay, I've beat the clock on this, which is good. And for this, I know I don't have it in the exclamation point menu tonight because it wasn't on the menu, but the strawberry preserves recipe is down below in the About section, I have a recipes, which will take you to the link. It's got the Google Doc of all the recipes used here. These are not original recipes. I want to make sure that the owners are accredited. So if you're looking for anything that we have done on stream, it is all right down in there. I believe it also comes up in exclamation point recipes, just so you know. All right. What are we looking at, Martha? So 2 pounds of strawberries, which is about what we had. We need a tablespoon plus a teaspoon of lemon juice, and then our sugar. So we let the lemon juice go first for about 40 minutes. Yeah, the juice and the strawberries go in for about 40 minutes, and then our sugar goes in until we get it up to about 210. Tenacious D stuck in my head. Thank you, chef. I also heard it today. I don't know if for any metalheads that are out there, there's a side project, big into Dave Grohl. So there's a side project called Probot. It was Dave Grohl doing a project where he did most of the instrumentals, but it's very heavy metal. And he went and just picked a bunch of like different metal singers to come and sing for him. So he's got like Max Cavalera from Soulfly, Sepultura. He's got King Diamond. He's got Lemmy from Motorhead. He's got so many people on this album. It was just like a one-shoot album. But at the very end of the album, like secret song, there's a secret song with Jack Black in heavy metal and Dave Grohl. If you haven't heard it, I recommend it. It's called I Am the Warlock. It's just funny metal. It's funny metal. And I love funny metal. Tablespoon and a teaspoon. Get them on low. You can watch my strawberries while we wait. Look at my berries. Look how good they look. Looking pretty good. We don't need to have it so bright. Maybe we can dial it back just a little.
Doug Judy, I wish you were alive, Doug Judy. God will give you a high five, Doug Judy.
Thank you for that, Redeem Tiki Gone Wild. Everybody loves Doug Judy. Doug Judy will be evolving with a couple others. Hopefully I'll get some time in this weekend to get some clips in. I'm going to try and make them so it'll pull a random Doug Judy clip and a couple others. Okay, Google, stop timer. Let's take a look at these guys. These bad boys. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? I'll give them another couple minutes, like 2 minutes. Hey Google, set a timer for 2 minutes. 2 more minutes. They're not quite golden brown.
Starting now.
They're close, but they're not there. And we can put let's get our heat pads out so we can bring them right over here and show them off. Oh, there they are. I know where things are in my house. I know where things are in my house, I promise. Those are awesome waffle emotes there, Lemon. Where did those come from? Oh, they're Cosmic Cats. Okay. Nice. Waffles are on the menu at some point. They're on my list. The master list of things that we're going to cook on Wednesdays has been exponentially growing. Logging all of my ideas has been nice. I felt creative. So it's been a good change of pace. Sometimes it's not always easy when you do the streaming and to get that those creative juices flowing and get motivated, but we're into the prime right now, so I'm happy with it. Gotta clean off our spatula so we can use that for our strawberries. Okay, Google, stop timer. There we go. All right. Hold on, let me take a temp. Let's take a temp. Before we get too excited. Don't get too excited. Oh yeah, okay. Are you ready? Are y'all ready for this? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah. We have held together pretty well. We temped out at about 180, which is perfect for any ground meat. Let's take a double check. Let's make sure we're... Oh yeah, we good. We've got a good smell. I cannot eat them straight away though. Or simply eat them right away. Everybody says don't eat them right away. I'm gonna give it a couple of minutes to cool. I'm gonna give it a 5-minute timer. Cause them boys look hot. They're looking hot, but they're looking mighty tasty. We've got a nice egg wash on it. Our puff pastry came up decent. None of our ends exploded. They're all intact. We haven't become unrolled on any of them. They've all stayed their rolled form. What more could you ask for? Let's get a plate. Let's get a cooling rack on. Let's see how get them off theirs. Wide spatchy spatch. I'm actually gonna take a picture of these as well. I always forget to take pictures of the food that I'm cooking. I need to get better about that. Turn off our oven. Those are still going good. Let's bring them back so you can see them. Yeah. Not bad, not bad. Get a picture. I should move heat pads. I don't really need them now. Flowers. That's it. Work it. Show those angles. Show me what your sausage is made of. Yeah, photo shoot with the food. The crumbs all over half the back. That's what we're shooting for here. Hopefully we've got a nice flaky pastry. It seems pretty good. It's got a little crack to it when I'm touching, but it's not enough to crumble. That egg wash seemed to do it good. I'm just giving it 5 minutes because I'm not trying to murder my mouth with that heat level. But they are looking mighty tasty here. Still got our strawberries going, which is perfect. What we got on that? Got 2 more minutes on this. All right. While that timer goes, I'm gonna take a quick restroom break, So I'm gonna BRB. I'm just gonna leave it on here so you can see the sausage rolls, because I don't think you want to see my BRB screen. It looks like a 1990s Solo cup that was in the bathroom when you're trying to brush your teeth. So, on that note, I'm just gonna mute myself though and go use the restroom. So I'll be right back. What do you mean my BRB skin's also 90s? Okay, listen, look at that. Does that not remind you of like 1990s? Your mom just went to the store, you're brushing your teeth in the bathroom, and you look down for that little paper cup. And what do you see? You see Widget 33 before you even knew it. It was a brash choice that I made a couple years ago. We're in the process of maneuvering some things out, so... Alright. We have our nice guys here, so I'm going to cut the first one, and I'm going to get... I want to see the actual crumbage on this when we're done. There we go. We got our Lunch Lady Land tray going, so we can actually see how much of this is flaky, alright? This will be the test. Let's see what's going on down here. So which one am I going to go with? I'm going to go with this guy first. Let's get a full roll. Yep, our bottom is nice and cooked. Seam closed up pretty well. We're not falling apart. We're not leaking out of one end or the other. Like I said, I'll scoot it over here. Can you hear that? That nice little crunchies. Look, I haven't even bitten into it yet and it's falling all over the place. Here we goes. Oh yeah, there is some flakage. This is wow. There's a good mix. I do like the sage. The sage adds a nice touch with the onions and the pork all together. But then that puff pastry butteriness with that little bit of egg wash, man. Goodness. Is it in my beard? Is it in my food saver? Okay, we're good. This is the kind of pastry that I have to be weary of in public. make sure I'm not walking around with pieces for later. You know what I mean? But it is. It just each piece adds to it. The onions and sage are just really just stand out for me. I think next time I might go just a little smaller on the sausage, maybe a little less in each one. But other than that, I wouldn't do anything different. Oh, hot. So hot, but so good. I think we've done it. By God, we've done it. We had a decent crumb ratio. It's about halfway through. We've got some flakiness going on. For our first time, not bad. Not bad. Jodius looks. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. How you doing tonight, Totes? We just got our sausage rolls out. We got our buttes here. We just gave her our taste test with our nice little crumb flakies. It's pretty flaky. Doing well. Enjoying this beautiful sausage roll that I just made while we wait on these guys again. We're making about a fresh batch of strawberry jam to go with some brie that we're gonna wrap up with some dough. Not right now, but soon. But I need some fresh strawberry preserves to go with it. So we're doing another batch of the Martha Stewart strawberry preserves and enjoying our puff pastry there. I guess I really need to learn to be better with how I can take a picture of this and I've got my pictures now. I gotta get them on here. I gotta showcase the food that I've made. Oh yeah, so we're looking good right now. We are looking good. Well, welcome in. Hope your Wednesday is going all right. I said in our background we just got some strawberries and some lemon juice, trying to draw the juices out on that guy. But let me switch over here. Nope. What's going on? Are we dropping frames? We're not dropping frames, are we? No? Okay. Making sure. Alright, let me take a gander here. Let me see who is out there and who's streaming tonight. See who we're going to raid here in just a little bit. Because I have no idea on Wednesdays. I need to get better about Wednesdays. No, Mikey's on Mondays. Who's on? I got Vanny on. Maybe we go raid Vanny. Oh, he doesn't have the underscore now. He actually has his name right. Awesome. How awesome is that? But yeah, I'm about to wrap it up here. As you can see, I'll give you one more shot of them. One more. Look at these guys. Look at them. Look at my meat rolls. They were delicious. So good. I feel much better now with the puff pastry. Going into Sunday shouldn't be nearly as bad. I'm really still worried though about this whole beef Wellington. But we're gonna do it. It was a request. I should have done it last week. Tiki Gone Wild, your birthday was last week. I should have done it then. Country Captain Chicken was already on there. I said it right the first time. Country Captain Chicken, I said it wrong. Dang it. Okay. Country Captain Chicken was on the menu already, which turned out delicious. But we're sliding you in right now before the end of March. Get you for your birthday month. So we're gonna have to do some research on that off stream between now and Sunday. Country Captain Chicken. It's the triple C's. It gets me every time. Words are hard enough, and then you make words that all start with the same letter, and then I'm just gonna confuse them. Sheesh, you damn right. Damn right on that one. That beef Wellington's gonna be on there. Hold on. Wait for it. Hold on, ad. Culinary 2 demo. Really? Is that? Oh, okay. Good to know. I will be on the Discord. Yes. So Tiki Going Wild, we're doing the Beef Wellington for your birthday. So make sure that you are here on Sunday and ready to roll. We're gonna do you out right. I would appreciate that, Lemon. I would appreciate that a lot. If it's in the culinary resources, that I can dig through there for you on the Discords. I've thought about doing Discord. I'm not doing a Discord for right now. I'm just putting it out there now. There are so many Discords. I feel like sometimes I get lost in the amount of Discords that I have. I have like 5 that I regularly rotate through, and then there's a bunch that I just use for emotes since I have Nitro, and then there's a bunch that I just don't even know where they are anymore. Oh, no. You don't have to come up to watch. I mean, we can do that. We'll set that up soon. I actually have something off stream to talk to you about that, because I'd like to maybe do some grilling and chilling. And if you and Snow want to come up and do that, we could easily set up right here on the back. So, we can discuss that. But no, not on this Sunday. I was going to say, make sure at least you see on Sunday and make sure what your Beef Wellington looks like. I'm hoping I'm going to do you proud. We're going to dig in deep. You know? Let me check these strawberries again. Oh, yeah. So those are still softening up. I'll get those, I'll try and post those later to the Twitters and the Instagrams, which show up down here every so often. It's just Widget 33 on all the places. That's what I go by. It's the easiest one to remember. But let me say with that, I appreciate all your beautiful faces being here. We are going to go raid Vanny Spheres. He's a variety streamer that does quite a bit of cooking, quite a bit of Final Fantasy. I don't know what he's playing tonight. I wouldn't look. What is he playing? Playing Final Fantasy 14. We're good to go. So we're going to go show him some love and see what's going on. He just hit 1,000 followers recently. So let's see if we can show some love his way. Vanny Spheres. Did I spell it right? VANISPHERES. Yeah, I spelled it right. Woo! Alright, guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you for coming. We'll see y'all later. Night.